Welcome back, and we are on the grid for Brazil, the last race of the season. Currently in 5th place, Michael in 4th with 2 points ahead of me, and then my teammate in 3rd. So my goal is to get 3 points on top of Michael this race, try and jump him, get 4th in the championship, and be just under my teammate in 3rd. Pay attention though, you would have noticed that the Alpine and the McLaren jumped me on the start. This is formation lap, you can't pass anyone, so I gotta take it back. So we go to the middle, but the Alpine moves left, so we're just gonna dodge him. Thank God for reaction times as the McLaren stays to the left, yields the spot so we can come through. There's no reason to be fighting me in this. I'm gonna get the spot back anyway. It's mine on the grid. This is just out here to warm tires. So we reform the grid. Like I said, the only goal right now is try and get ahead of Michael. Starting in P5, which is great qualifier, better than we've been doing most of the years. We get 5 lights and lights out and away we go. As we get a good start once again, just like Abu Dhabi, as we're pulling ahead the car on the left, keep going up to the car on the right. I took it safe for a second here, not sure what was going on, but as I noticed my teammate's still on the left, I'm going to take the outside, now to the inside, but my teammate turns in, knocks me right off. Cars go flying everywhere. The Red Bull in the back ended up spearing through a bunch of cars. Cars 2 behind me also spun, so it's 5 cars out this lap. Pulls a safety car, lap 1 to turn 2. We're not going to go into the tires and change, into the pits and change tires. I'm also hoping that we can jump some cars who maybe take it, and we do, going up to P10, but it's way too early for me to be switching over right now. On the restart here, you can see how overly aggressive these cars are. They can't pass yet, there's nowhere to go, but they keep trying to barge past, so we actually slow them back to give us a bit of a gap into this first turn, and then we just punch it, and off and away we go. This is now lap 4, the first lap of actual racing. So let's go through here. We notice all these cars fighting. Jamie goes wide, but you can see how slow he is. It's probably damage as he goes to the wide, and we're going to go by him here. You can take a look. You see he's got an end plate missing on the left, so he does have some damage as we go through, but the Ferrari's trying to follow us all the way past. So it's a drag race down the straight. Just turn off the power as he tucks in the back, but he decides to look on the inside as he backs out one more time. You can see him in the mirror there. He's going to fall back a bit here. We keep the power on just to build a bit of a gap here. I don't want to get jumped on this next corner. I also don't want him thinking he can take it, lunging in and end up getting some damage here with me. So we just put a bit of a gap here. As we can now follow up, we've got Globe ahead of us and then Flash, who won the championship this year. So my goal is now to get up to him so I can follow him through. As we come around here, we got one car that goes out wide on the right-hand side. Don't call for a safety car yet, so we're going to go on through. We got the first turn here. As we come around, it now turns to a full safety car, but we are before the pits, so we're just going to go ahead and duck in now. We might as well have wanted to go a few more laps, but it's not worth it. So we pull in right now. This is when I noticed that that hit with my teammate also caused damage to my wing, which is why I was a little slower. I didn't know this, and it also makes me be slow in the pits here, so going from 9th or 10th, we now get jumped in the queue, and it pushes us to the back again. It's not the end of the world because I know that we get to start the race right on the back of everyone else. As you notice, you've got Dan ahead on the softs as well. So before we do this, pay attention to my back as we go to brake to heat up the brakes. Car behind not paying attention runs into the back of us. This gives us a 5-second penalty for contact. It's not our fault, and if we did not pit again, it would have been a penalty removed, but this is one that has to be served, so screws us in the race later on. As we come out, lap 8, safety car ends, so we've got cars going all over the track trying to get spots right now. We're going to stay close, but we're not going to risk damage ourselves. As the Haas goes real slow on the right, we jump to the left, thinking we can go around. There's a McLaren there. We can't do it. We got to tuck back in behind Dan. I know Dan's a good driver. Frosty ahead of him is as well. We've had some good fights with him. He's second in the championship. So my goal now, let's just follow these guys through. We've got Dan on softs, and we can use that to our advantage. He does make it by Frosty, which means Frosty and I now can just follow him through. And he might even pull us up ahead, depending on if we get held up or not. His tires are quicker. But if we're in his DRS, his tires are going to pull us along, so we basically get to do the pace of the soft driver, even though we're on mediums. So this is a win. I don't have to waste any energy. We're just going to stick with him and follow him, as we've got the Alfa Romeo that goes wide. First 2 cars go through. He starts coming back to the track, but we're going to follow through anyway, using a bit of power just to make sure we get to keep it. Staying on the back of Frosty because we want to follow him through this race. I have a hunch he'll probably finish near the top, so if we can stick with him, he'll just drag us right to the front of the grid, and we can battle that out from there. I'm hoping Flash will be up there as well, and we can have some fun. So following him through here, as we come around, and you'll definitely notice as we go into the straights up ahead that they are a lot quicker in the straight. I mentioned it sooner. We'll show you here as we're on lap 11, coming around. Dan is made up by Globe. But Globe's holding us up despite being on the softer tires. He's just not quite as quick as us. He is extremely fast in the straight, so I know he's running very low downforce. But I'm not looking to blow my energy here. Neither is Frosty. I did have a little bit of a chat with him after the last race, and I think he learned a few things because he's definitely being smarter with his ERS. He makes it through on that turn. I tried to follow, but he blocked it off on me. So I thought I could take him here, but we end up being further back than we thought because we lost some momentum in the turn. And like I said, he's a lot faster. We peek to the inside to see if we can make it. We do for lunge, but we back out. I'm just not quite confident that he's going to stay to the outside on this one. I don't have a lot of experience with Globe. I don't want to ruin my race now, but I want to get by as fast as possible. And you can tell because every turn I'm taking a peek at this point. I just don't want to lose my spot to Frosty. I want to stick with him, but Globe is definitely kind of putting a wrench in my plans on that one. And I mean, good for him for keeping me back for so long, but it's definitely getting frustrated. I don't believe he's got anywhere to go in the championship in terms of points, so he's really just driving for fun at the moment, but getting in the way. We want to move by as we're almost halfway through the race. We want to keep it going. I don't want to lose this spot as Frosty's still running away, so we peek to the inside. Tire touches the curb and spins us out. I've watched this back like 20 times, and I thought I had touched him. I didn't. It's just the weight pushing out the curb and then the extra braking that I wasn't expecting spins us around, which is incredibly frustrating, but that's on us, and races don't always go your way. That said, I don't like to give up, so we're just going to keep plowing on. We jump ahead 7 laps, lap 21, now lap 22. So you notice all the cars go into the pits. Frost, the other guys we're trying to catch up with, so now we've jumped them. We're in P4. This is the last lap before we pit, so we're going to push on this one. And as we come onto the straight here, boom, we get a safety car. This is perfect for us. We needed to pit at the end of this anyway. I would have preferred being a little further along so that we could have gotten a bit of an advantage out of it. But we're going to duck in here. Because we got rear-ended by the Ferrari, we have to wait 5 seconds. So the advantage that we had, we're going to lose it here because we have to just sit in the pits for 5 seconds. We pull out on softs, coming out in 9th place right now. We'll see where we end up as the safety car is about to start. So here we're in 9th place. We've got Moss behind us, Benjamin behind us, Globe ahead of us as well, and then Michael, the Alfa Romeo, who we need to get by. This is currently lap 12. So we spin it, hitting the curb again, which, I mean, that one, to be honest, I'm just going to call it stupid physics because I've used that curb many times. You'll see it in the next laps as well, but maybe I should have known better. It is a tricky one, though. As we jump to the next curb, you can see Jaguar also spinning on the exact same curve. There on the left-hand side, you see him rejoining again. Just a pain in the ass. But pushing on here, because we're currently in position 9, 8th as we jump ahead to lap 27. We're running back up on Benjamin here. Globe's ahead of him, and now I really want to take Globe just for the sake of doing it. He hasn't done anything wrong, but this is just kind of a personal pride thing at this point. You can see going over the curb, that spun me the one time, so it doesn't happen all the time. Getting a penalty, it's our first warning though, so no time penalties to go with it. As the Alfa Romeo goes wide, we're just going to take the inside and go on out. We've got a lot more downforce, and it really gives us an advantage there. So we come around to the end here. So it is now time to hunt down Globe. This is lap 29. We've got Jaguar behind us, and he is close. I know he's got a better pace on this track than I do. To be honest, my confidence is kind of shook at this point too. Your head gets a little rattled with that many incidents, and you're not really driving at your best. So I'm going to look for a chance to get by him because I know for a bit I wanted to hold with him and save some energy so that when Jaguar got here I'd have some. Now that Jaguar is here, I know if I keep him back there too long, he's going to find a way past me. It's going to create too much pressure. So this lap, I need to find a way by Globe, this or the next lap ideally. Michael is currently up there. He has a 3-second penalty, and I have to get within 3 seconds, but Globe is not going to get there. He's on medium tires, slower tires, not as experienced of a driver, so he's just not going to have the pace to get us there. We do have to pass him in order to get up to Michael, and I know Jaguar, also no penalties, is going to want to get within that 3 seconds of Michael, bare minimum. If not, obviously we both want to pass him. So we lead back onto the straight here as his connection jumps into the right. We're going to see if this is the one we can do it now. It's kind of a now or never situation. I know he's fast in these straights anyway, so I just have to pump it. As you see Jaguar behind us, under 0.2 of a second away. We go to the right-hand side. We got it way by here. He's got no power, but as he brakes, comes a little wide. We tap him. We have to recover, which slows us down, gives Jaguar a chance to go right through, as I believe Globe ended up spinning out on that one. So now we have to try and follow Jaguar through. He is quicker though, and he does have a wicked advantage because of that speed. So he pulls out of the DRS zone very quickly with us. As we pause here real quick, as you see my teammate out on the right, we've got Michael on the left in the Aston Martin, who I did need to pass, so that's good for me, but I needed my teammate to finish, and he DNFs here, which kills us for the championship for the constructors. Happy to be ahead of Michael, not quite how I wanted to do it. I wanted to take him, but the only silver lining here is looks like I am going to take the spot in the championship for the drivers at least, if I can hold on, but we're going to keep pushing because we want to get as high as possible. I don't know if any penalties get removed, and obviously just for bragging rights, I want to be as high up as he can. As we notice, we've got Jamie up there 3 seconds, currently being chased down by Jaguar, and Jaguar is getting pretty close. I'm not quite catching Jamie on my own yet. I think by the end I might, because my tires will be a little bit better, but what I'm hoping is when Jaguar catches up to him, you're going to see his pace to me is going to start dropping, because right now I've only got a couple laps and I have to get within 3 seconds to earn that spot. So I'll inherit it from him. Right now we've got Jaguar who's going to take 3rd, so I'm going to try and take 4th in this one and see how close I can get. So really the best thing I can do here is put as much power down as I can. I can't push it too hard, especially with the instance I can't afford another one, and I don't have a long way to go. But basically what I'm doing now is, if you watch the top left and the timing towers, I'm watching to see how close they get to each other, because that'll tell me when Jaguar is about to make a move on them, and as they start fighting, I know that's when I want to push, because that's going to start to gain me an advantage. As they fight, it'll slow them down. If I have some power ready, anything like that, I can boost up. So Jaguar on this straight here, real close, and he's going to go for the move. You won't really see him down there, but you can see on the timing tower they switch spots, pushing Jamie down. He's now within the 3 seconds, so all I got to do is hold this here. But they're both quick drivers, and if Jaguar is going quicker, he can probably pull Jamie along. So I can't let that happen. I don't have DRS to go off of either, so I don't have any little boosts on the straight. I just have to drive it. So we're going to come up through here, trying to keep within the 3 seconds, and so far so good. We're at 2.4 seconds, but we can't let him gain. And it's kind of teetering. We're going 2.3, 2.5. I know in the straights he's going to be quicker, so it really comes down to this section for me. As we come around right now, looking good, 2.1, but now it's going up 2.3, 2.4. And this is what I don't need. I need to make it on this corner. I need to put on the power and just send it through this straight here. I know he's going to be trying to do the same, but I believe I saved more power than he did. You can tell now as the time starts turning around and shooting down, he's got no power. I had some left, so this works out perfectly. It's going to put him down as we come across the line, trying to beat him. A little shake as a celebration shake. Coming ahead, we're half a second ahead of him after the times all bounce out for penalties. Taking P4, last race of the year. I would have rather be on podium, and I needed my teammate to finish this one, so it's not didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but another congratulations to Flash for winning the last race. Frosty had a great race, ended up in 2nd, Jaguar for 3rd. Overall happy with the championship. Rookie season, I've gotten 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and podium. I've taken 1st. So overall happy with it. I'll jump to the standings after 2 just so you can take a look, but you can see the timing tower here. Jumping to the standings, we did it. We're in 4th place by 1 point. 2 points under our teammates, 3rd and 4th overall. Fantastic results. This is my rookie season, so I'm very happy here. Winning is definitely the highlight, but all of this has been such a great lesson and a preparation for next season. So I'm quite happy with the results. I'll jump to the Constructors Championship, where unfortunately we only got 3rd. We could have taken 2nd, but some bad results kind of knocked us out last second. It's okay, it is what it is. I will see you guys back next season, which should be in January, and if we're lucky, it might even be a teammate that you know.